worldwide. Every weight class. It's Lewis Heaton. Whiskey Bynum. It's the Boxing Rush Hour Show, hosted by Abraham Gonzalez. You know what you came for? Yes, indeed. This where you come to get your info. Listen up. Other shows throwing the towel. It's the Boxing Rush Hour Show. Let's go. In the ring we throw hands, octagon elbows. Analytical, critical commentary is necessary. A bevy of opinions, we heavy on the winning. This podcast is to break down the pay-per-view. For boxing purists, you'll let this man through. We rise right, surprise sight at the prize fight. Hands taped up and gloves tied tight. Ring the bell, want some, get some. Let the chips pour where they may. Work the George from.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to the Boxing Rush Hour Show. I have some exciting news. I'm thrilled to announce my partnership with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert, opening up an incredible opportunity for you to join some of my favorite sports books. With the PAX boxing schedule coming up, there's no better time than now to get started. Head over to my dedicated page at signupexpert.com/fightsatw to explore a selection of sports books tailored to your region, each with unique offerings. If you're ready to take your sports betting to the next level and show some love for my brand, I highly recommend signing up for your next sports book through my Sign Up Expert link. You can easily find it in the description below. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Boxing Rush Hour Show. I'm back with Zach, who's fresh off vacay. He had a little vacation, but he's back. And we're about to get into it all. Zach, what's going on, man? I heard you got a nice little tan while you was in Southern California for a couple of days.
A little tan, something like that. I guess so. A little bit. Nothing crazy, man. How you feeling, bro?
Good, man. You know, it's been a little bit. So since our last podcast, we let's see, we had Jake Paul. We had Jake Paul in his little fight down in Florida against Mike Perry. But he's making money. More power to him. But let's get into what, man. It had everybody talking all weekend. On Saturday afternoonish evening, Joe Joyce and Derek Chisora heavyweight battle on ESPN Plus. These two guys. So let me set the table here for a second, and I want to ask you something.
Set the table.
Before we even go into the fight. So Chisora showed up at the weigh-in with a face mask on, with a picture of Zhilei Zhang on it. Now, what's significant about that is that Joe Joyce was brutally stopped twice by Zhilei Zhang last year. And so him coming with that face mask, I know that sounds like really kiddie, but you as a fighter, when you see that, do you buy into the psychological warfare and that, playing into the fight the next day if you're like Joe Joyce?
It depends who Joe Joyce is as a person, you know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers are gonna be like this. Look, really? My dude, you not Zhang. You not that giant Chinese dude, bro, and you can't even fight like him. You got no skills like him. Or if you afraid like that, you might be like this. Look, damn, is the same thing gonna happen? Is he really coming at me like that? And that could happen with Joe Joyce. We just don't know. Joe Joyce was literally the Iron Giant. You remember that movie? He nobody could do anything to him. But the thing is, when you start chipping away at something, it's gonna become weak. A lot of people, he's mentally forget the mental part. I understand that. That's cool, but it's the body, man. Look how big this dude is. He trains hard, and for him to be getting hit hard and his defense isn't the best, it's really tough. But that fight was fantastic.
Yes, and let's get into it right now. It felt like, and I don't know, this could be just me outside looking in, but in the first round when Joyce got hit with the first right hand, he seemed like he had a look on his face like, like this guy really hits hard, because he immediately started hugging. Did you
Yeah.
get the sense that things changed as early as the first round?
Yeah, man, because it's a temperament thing. So it's like Joe Joyce is thinking, this guy, he's good, but he's not all that. He's got over 10 losses. He's been in there with everybody, but never wins, you know. And then he realized how hard this dude hits. He's like, oh shit, I'm in it for a night. So now it's time to go. But they both went at it. But like you said, the beginning of the fight was very important. So that set the tone where Chisora hit him. It let him know, like, yo, bro, this ain't gonna be an easy night to walk over me today.
Yeah, and mind you, unified heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk said that Chisora was the hardest hitting guy that he's ever faced. That's saying a lot.
Yeah. You gotta compare it to something. I don't want anybody to hear this or say, "Oh, well, how dare him compare?" But there's a guy named Ernie Schaefer's that back in the day he was one of the hardest hitting knockout punchers in the heavyweight division. He's been in the ring with everybody, but did not become world champion because of Muhammad Ali. Just like Charles Barkley, all these guys, they couldn't get a ring because of Michael Jordan. It's understandable, but Chisora is one of those type of guys. Might not become world champion and everything, but he's gonna hit as hard as he's gonna hit as hard as he can. And that's who that guy is. And for him, a guy like Usyk to say that, it tells you a lot. Because guess what? Usyk is not gonna lie about anything that he says. He's a real honest dude. So you gotta take it.
Yeah, and then the fight played out just like that. The second and third round, Joyce immediately try to fight from mid range and establish distance, right? But Chisora just kept coming forward, and then all of a sudden, we had Rock'em Sock'em type of fight, and then that what was it the ninth round,
Crawford.
just let me tell you something. No, just Sora is a smart guy, man, because he was doing all the veteran stuff, and he literally used the ropes like a slingshot, and he bounced off of it with all that leverage and hit him with that right hand, which knocked him down. Man, like I was like, this guy is one tricky guy,
He,
and
yeah.
this fight was supposed to be the one that Joyce gets back on track and pushes him off the cliff. And instead, more questions were asked from Joyce than anything else.
Yeah, that's a hard fight. I'm be honest, man. There's a lot of guys in the heavyweight division that you can think you could run over easy. It's not, bro. They could have put Joe Joyce in there with Wallen, and Wallen would have gave him a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good guys in the heavyweight division right now, man. But the way you said that he was using the ropes as his momentum and the veteran tricks, man, he's learned all that from sparring all them thousands of rounds, all these years fighting, been pro since fucking 2007. To sort of like, yo, he's been in there, man, and he comes to fight. What is he wearing on his thing? War, right? Like Hagler, War Chisora. Like he's coming to fight, bro. Like he's a real dude. He don't play those games. He's a real person. And after the fight, the best thing I like about this dude, because I'm a big fan of Chisora, I don't care how many losses he got, he shows respect to his opponents and he shows love to everybody and he wishes them well. Good dude, man. And I wish him a couple more fights of big paydays so he can go into the sunset chilling,
Yeah,
you
he
know?
said he said he's got two more fights left in him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna
2 more
finish.
fights.
He's gonna finish in the O2 Arena, and it was crazy because like Usyk, unified champion, he in the front row, and if you see him, he's like, and he's just kind of like he's all into it, just like a fan,
Cause
and
man,
that and
it's fireworks. It's fireworks.
yeah, and it was dope to see, man. Were you surprised at the scorecards, or do you think that they were pretty much on par, except for like maybe that one?
Nah, just that one. Other than
Yeah,
that, they were, you know what I'm saying? It's the fight, you saw the way it went.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it was an exciting fight. All right, so let's see. We're gonna before we get into Saturday's big card, want to hit up some of this news that came out. Canelo Alvarez has formally announced that he's going to be facing Edgar Berlanga, and they're making it into this Mexico versus Puerto Rico thing, whatever. But Canelo is fighting Berlanga, and I don't know. Everybody there's a ton of backlash about it. And let me just give you a sneak peek of what these prices is talking about. Um They're
Oh, they
starting
got the
at
prices.
they're starting as expensive as 5,000 for VIP floor, and the cheapest one all the way up to the top is at 305. Crazy, like high prices for this one,
Serio?
huh?
Serio? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, 300 for the boonies.
Diablo. Damn.
I don't know. Good luck with trying to sell them tickets.
Pretty
So
steep.
thoughts on the matchup. I know that he hasn't necessarily earned the fight, but initial thoughts on what you think this fight looks like. Is it even going to be competitive, or are we going to see uh another version of a Canelo versus Charlo that we saw in September?
Listen, man, before I say anything, hey, congratulations to Mr. Belonga. Congratulations to him. Because guess what? He's about to make life-changing money. You understand? He's chilling. He ain't got to do nothing after this. Congrats to him. Did he earn it? Yes, he did. I'm gonna say it in two parts.
Okay.
The reason why Edgar has earned this shot with Canelo Alvarez is because I have seen Edgar as a little kid in the gym, training, fighting since a young man, since a little boy. He's been fighting since he was a kid. He wasn't in the street. He wasn't in this, that, none of that stuff. Good kid. Always been a good kid. And he's been boxing since forever, since he's a little kid. And to see him get up there, Olympics, JOs, Junior Olympics, all those type of things, and then to fight Canelo Alvarez for a big payday, for a title, anything, he earned it that way. Salute to him. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect the people that work hard to get to where they come from and to get life-changing status. But guess what? Professionals in a professional way switch off. No, he didn't earn it. He didn't earn a professional way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody knows that. But the other way, yeah, he earned it. But the professional way, he didn't earn it. But guess what? You can hate all you want, try to hate. There's gonna be people, oh, he get the shot. Well, it's happening anyway. What are you gonna do about it? It's happening. You're still gonna watch it. You're still gonna watch the fight. We can complain all day if he earned it or not. Well, guess what? I don't know. I'm like, did Liam Smith earn a shot against Canelo? I don't know, man. It's crazy. But Canelo Alvarez can do whatever he wants. He's done almost everything in the sport. People want to see him in Benavidez. That's a great fight. It's not happening. It's definitely not happening unless somebody goes and offers Canelo 500 million. Then that's different. Might it's different money. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's really crazy. They're doing it where? Las
Las
Vegas, right?
Vegas, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the greatest place to do that. I would have thought Madison Square Garden, big arena, hot, cheapest price, $125 to $150 for seats. That's what I was thinking. But they doing the whole thing. Another thing is the fight gonna sell out? Maybe because it's Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? And more Mexicans are gonna go to Las Vegas. Is it gonna be Puerto Ricans in the building? I highly doubt it. There might be a couple. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a lot. But Canelo, he fills out any arena possible, and no matter what, people are going to pay for it. What they got to do is promote this. Edgar's got to talk his shit. Canelo has to not say nothing. Edgar got to keep doing what he's doing and talking and getting people upset and all that stuff because that's what is going to make people going to watch the fight anyway because they want to see him get knocked out and lose. Does he have the chance? Everybody has a chance in the ring. Because guess what? What happens if Edgar hits him with something and knocks him out? You guys, everybody could forget it. The boxing world is flipped. It's game over.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna commit suicide. They'll go crazy, and whoever betted is gonna fucking be a multi-millionaire overnight.
Yeah.
But realistically, obviously, that's anything can happen in boxing, but that's not gonna happen. What are we gonna see with a Charlo? No, we're not gonna see that with a Charlo. You know who Jamel Charlo is? He's a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, great fighter, great adjuster, granite chin. Jermell Charlo, and Canelo couldn't get him out of there because shit, he's got tricks. He's a fucking unified, undisputed world champion, Jermell Charlo. Edgar's not on that level. You know what I'm saying? If Edgar can make it all the way to the decision, which we don't know if he will, that in itself is a win for him.
Yeah.
If he can make it to decision with Canelo Alvarez, he shuts everybody up, all their faces. But what's expected is for him to get stopped. That's what people. But does Canelo still got the juice to do that? Does he have the juice? He had Munguia out on his feet. Obviously, Edgar's not a Munguia. He's nowhere near close to Munguia's style. You know what I'm saying? But what Edgar needs to do is train his ass off, come in shape, and get ready to go and believe in himself and do everything you got to do. Because dreams can happen, miracles can happen. You got to make it work. You got to work hard. But this fight is expected for Canelo Alvarez to knock Edgar Berlanga out. That's how people are going to see this fight right now.
Yeah, and it's going to be a hard sell because the UFC is doing their card at the Sphere that same night.
Really? What? And now, what's the fighters though?
Wow. Sean O'Malley is main eventing.
Forget it. You know how hard that is to come. First of all, you're competing with the Sphere. People want to just go there just because it's a Sphere. And this guy that just became popular, Sean O'Malley, I guess the white guy with the braids, right?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
And he's pretty popular, bro. So that's gonna be hard, man. But guess what? There's gonna be after parties like crazy after that. I'll tell you that shit right now. There's gonna be a lot of good after parties, bro.
All week long.
There's gonna be after parties like crazy. If you want to get into some stuff, hey, go to Vegas on Canelo and Molly fight.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that Berlanga, in his mind, I think he's accepting the villain role. Like he knows that is the way to go if he's really want to drive this fight and market this fight, is to take on the villain role.
Yeah, because guess what? You want to hear the craziest dud? If I don't think I have, but if Edgar goes, yo, thank you for Canelo for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. It's gonna be a good fight, man. May the best man win. I'm training hard. Over.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna watch the fight. 0. Nobody cares. Done. Can't do that. He has to not disrespectful. You ain't gotta be disrespectful to Canelo or whatever. But it's gonna be a good fight. And Canelo really does ride off of energy. Because if you're too nice to Canelo, you guys gotta really watch this. If you're nice to Canelo, he might be nice to you in the fight. It's very weird, bro. Some fighters do that. But if you're an asshole to Canelo Alvarez, he's gonna make sure he tries to punish you. So be careful.
Yeah, and I think he mentioned that in an interview where he said that almost admitting that he carried Munguia a little bit.
He was nice to Munguia. If it was Oscar La Hoya in front of him, and if Oscar La Hoya's face was on Munguia's body, then that would have been a totally different story.
Yo, and speaking of that, imagine if Berlanga comes up with Oscar's face in front.
Oh, like Chisora?
Yeah.
One of those shits? Oh my God, nah, that's not happening.
Bro. or if he wears an Oscar De La Hoya t-shirt at the press conference.
That's good stuff. Hey, Edgar, come out with your little De La Hoya shirt. Put that on at the press conference. You know what I'm saying? All that. That's what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, just salute the camera, and we'll know that you're giving us the nod.
Yeah. Feel me? Yeah, bro.
Oh man. So right after, about a day later, I was told, and I was able to break it, that David Benavidez is staying at 175. I was alerted to it before the WBC put it out, and so Benavidez is going to stay at 175. But I was also told that he would still come down to 168 for the Canelo fight, which I don't think is happening anyway. Benavidez 175. Looks like he's going to return in November, December. He is being told basically by the WBC that
to wait.
He's going to get the Benavidez, the Bivol Beterbiev winner.
I would hope so.
Yes.
If he waits, That's a great thing too. If he waits and actually gets that fight, amazing. But you know what he has to do? He has to be in the gym. It looks like he's been focused. He looks like he's been in the gym. He looks like he's been taking care of himself, Benavidez, and I love Benavidez. He's a great fighter and he's a cool dude, bro. He's a real nice guy. Uh, man, but I give him a shot against both of those guys. But I tell you one thing right now, it is hard. It is hard. These three are monsters. But right now, focus on Bitavev and Bivol. These guys, they're good, bro. They're good. Bivol flows like he just flows when he punches and he's got sting at the end. Bitavev, he's literally like a monster with skills. Everybody talks about his power, bro. He's got boxing skills, man. And Benavidez, he's got a little bit of everything, And guess what? He gets dropped, he'll get back up. You know what I'm saying? But how does the chin hold up in those heavy against those big guys? So we haven't seen that yet with David Benavidez. Because to be honest, I think the only way for David Benavidez to lose is by somebody knocking him out. Because it's gonna be so hard for somebody to beat David Benavidez by decision.
Yeah, and at one point, and this is where Benavidez feels confident because at one point, him and Bivol were in the same gym, and they've had like a ton of sparring rounds against each other. So he's confident based on all the rounds that he's faced Bivol that he could beat Bivol.
Yeah, but the thing is this, sparring is way different. When you have this, when you have this on, and this is the headgear they're wearing. Everybody wears this. This is called the winning headgear. It's customized. It's from Japan. It's made in Japan. It can last over 20 years, this freaking headgear. It protects everything. When this is off, bare face, different. Not 8-ounce, 10-ounce gloves. Anything above 154 is 10-ounce gloves. Sparring is sparring for a reason. It ain't sparring. I'll tell you that right now. So people got to be careful with what they say. With skills-wise and stuff, yeah, but when you get hit under those lights and the anxiety is all the way up to the roof and your stamina, you're more calm when you're in the gym, chilling, you waste tons of more energy, than in a fight than you do sparring. You understand? Some guys are great under the lights, some guys fail, some guys are gym champions. I've seen guys in Gleason Gym, in Brooklyn, all type of nastiest fighters you would ever see. They don't perform under those lights, but they'll beat the shit out of a 7-time world champion in the gym. But it ain't gonna translate into the fight, will it? It doesn't a lot of those times, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know. We'll see. And then on Sunday, Manny Pacquiao, he returned, did a little exhibition, couple rounds. This is the thing, like, scrapping that, Manny Pacquiao, he's been saying that he wants one more shot at a title and he wants to fight Mario Barrios, which is the lower end of the welterweight. The welterweight division is so thin, but I don't know. Manny Pacquiao, does he have enough left to squeeze out another title, even if it's against a guy like Barrios?
No. The reason why I have a lot to say about this in a very short time, right here in a short little summary. Julio Cesar Chavez, great fighter, can fight all the way till however he's old because he has great boxing skills, boxing basics. You understand? Bernard Hopkins can fight till he's 50, 60 years old. Boxing basics. Andre Ward, the basics. These guys are guys that can be old, get old. Roberto Duran, great basics, fundamentals, good, right? The difference between these guys that can fight till they get old because they have the basics and they have strong power, all that, and Manny Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao relies on natural God-gifted talent and unnatural abilities. You understand? So a Roy Jones can't fight till he's 50 because he's on his reflexes. Manny Pacquiao relies on his speed. You lose your speed when you get older. And Manny Pacquiao wasn't a textbook style fighter. So him going against any young guys in the exhibition, he's a shell of him. He can't do it because he relies on his speed. He relies on all that. And guess what? He will lose against a Barrios. And I don't think you want to have a Barrios have a win over you in this point of your career, because it will happen. I can guarantee it. Because Mario Barrios, he'll train hard. He does his thing, and he doesn't take shit from nobody. He's a good fighter, bro, and he's tough. And he's one of those guys that he'll cause an upset. You understand? So Manny Pacquiao needs to happily retire, chill, I guess do his exhibition and stuff like that. But ain't no way, because his reflexes and all that stuff, everything is down right now. He's already older. He's been through he's literally a goat. He's one of the greatest of all time, bro, that we've seen in our lives, man. And he's a special fighter, and he'll fight to the death. But I don't want to see him go out like that, because
Yeah.
he can't do it. Just like Roy Jones, just like all these guys that got talent and speed, they try to come back. It's hard for them because they don't have that textbook style that can save them from certain shots. You see Julio Cesar Chavez fighting those exhibitions looking like $1 million. You know why? Textbook style. Boom, boom. He's not riding off. He's not riding off of Roy Jones. Can't do that no more when you start getting older.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's all it is, bro.
But for Mario Barrios, man, if he can get that paycheck,
If he can get the paycheck, I'll be happy for him.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I heard he got a kid now. Hey, go get that money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go get that Pac money. Just stay away from. I know Pacquiao's old, but stay away from his left if you fight him. You know what I'm saying? Because the left still puts you out.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, we have this big Riyadh season card on Saturday in Los Angeles at the BMO Stadium. I will be there covering for fights around the world. And man, we've got a stacked card. I'm gonna start with the bottom, work my way up. Just kind of thoughts a little bit on here, and then we'll dive into the main event. Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran is on there. Solid fight, I think. Probably more of a showcase fight for Andy Cruz. I think he has a lot of talent. I'm not like super duper on the hype train like a lot of these guys are. Like they're like bowing down to his feet. I still got to see a little bit more from him. But what are your thoughts on that fight?
I've seen Andy Cruz in the gym. I've seen him in the gym. You know, I haven't sparred with him, but we've all sparred in the same ring in the gym at the same time. Everybody chilling, and I've seen him start with Bozy. You know what I'm saying? Bozy's gym, which is Jerron Ennis's coach, Boots' father as well. And he went there looking like he wasn't an Olympic medalist. Like you know, you wouldn't think. And then he's progressing. You know, and his father is getting him really good. Bozy is doing a real good job with him. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting down on his punches more. He's getting his pop and everything. But guess what? He can still dance around and tap your ass and pop you to death. And that's the thing. It's like Cuban fighters don't get that attention because it's just their name. It's just that's how their rep. Their rep is to box. People are not gonna fill up 1,000 seats to see Laura. People are not filling up 1,000 seats to see Guillermo, you know, and people are not going to fill up 1,000 seats to see Andy Cruz. But if he keeps on putting on dominant performances, he could change that narrative and start knocking guys out. You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing. You saw Roby, the way he came back and flipped his whole career. You know, then people start respecting it. But I don't know, man. I like Andy Cruz. He's real respectful, young, fun, good fighter. Well, not too young, you know, but I just want to see more, and I want to see him with a lot better guys, you know, a lot more.
Do you think that that him being fast tracked is warranted because of his amateur experience and that he can fight like top 10 guys right now?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know if he can fight top 10 guy right now.
Okay.
He can fight the top 20 guy. You know what I'm saying? He can beat the guys that Keyshawn Davis has fought, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But there's two different styles. They both fight totally different. Keyshawn Davis is more aggressive, and he's gonna make it a firefight, and Andy Cruz is gonna make you look dumb. You know, and if he can try to knock you out, which Bozy will be on his ass too, he'll stop you. You understand the coaching is a lot different, but I want to see Andy Cruz get his competition stepped up.
Yeah, and
Big
then
time.
and they might start with Antonio Moran, so it's a good solid fight. The next one is David Morrell versus what do they call it? Hot Rod, Kalavachik, I think his name is. This is David Morrell's first fight at 175. So he's moving up from 168, where he fought, where he started out as a pro, and then now he's moving up to 175. So, do you think that we see this? We still see the same from David Morrell? Do you think his power carries up to light heavyweight?
I think David Morrell he's one of my favorite fighters, and he's one of the best. He's really one of the best because he's a smooth killer. He's dancing in the gym. He's happy. He's doing his thing. He's doing whatever he got to do. But the thing is this: when you move up, it can help you or kill you. So when you knocking guys out easy at 168, and then you move up, those guys ain't gonna go out like those other guys, or they might because your power is even better. It depends. And he never looked drained though. At 168, he never really looked drained. So I think he's gonna realize that 175 is a big boy division, but he's still gonna do great. He's still gonna do great. He's a monster, bro. He's good.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's funny. The next one is Martin Bacoli versus Jared Anderson. They actually have Bacoli as like the A side. He's lost
Who?
against Martin Bacoli. He's a matchroom guy.
And did he have him as the A side?
Yeah, yeah. And so he's fighting Jared Anderson. But Bacoli lost against
Why
Michael
would they
Hunter.
have him? Yeah, but why would they have him as the A side?
Well, Matchroom is the one that's hosting the event. They're like the prime. They're like,
Oh,
yeah. They're the lead
you know what's
promoter.
gonna happen? Yeah, you know what's gonna happen. Jared Anderson's gonna go in there and tear something up because he's always been the A side, Jared Anderson, and maybe this just woke him up. Of damn, bro, they treated me like this because he's been favored a lot. So maybe this puts a chip on his shoulder, which he fucking needs to wake himself up. Maybe all that. I don't care about people. I don't care. I just care about the money. That's cool. That's it. That's the way he thinks. Bet. But guess what? I think Jared Anderson's gonna put in some vicious work on not being the A side. Watch. He gonna work, man. He's good. He's really good,
When
bro.
when when he's focused,
Yeah,
he's
when he's
good.
focused, he's good. But I think this gonna lock him in.
Yeah, and like I said, Bacoli, he lost against Michael Hunter. And Michael Hunter has that similar style as Jared Anderson, that
But he's not
long
Jared Anderson.
rangy. He's not Jared Anderson, but he has that long rangy,
He
you know,
does.
kind of boxer puncher type of style. So I think that Jared Anderson should be able to do good on this, but it's going to be up to him to really look
It's gonna be a
good.
good test. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
good test.
Yeah, for sure. And then speaking of tests, so we got Andy Ruiz against OBK, Gerald Miller. Um, hey, kudos to Miller that he's able to still get checks out here in these streets. Because it's hard. It's hard out here. And he's getting these checks through Riyadh season. I think that even with Andy Ruiz not being active, I still think that he is like fundamentally one of the better heavyweights out there.
Yeah,
Uh,
of course.
yeah. So what do you think about this one? I don't know. It's a little
Listen,
bit of
man, I'm
a
gonna tell you
toss up.
something. I know Jarrell. Jarrell's a good guy, man. Good fighter. He's been through a lot of stuff, man. He's made a lot of mistakes. Flip side of me, anybody who does test positive in boxing, done. They should never fight again. Ban them for life, man. But guess what? Hey, he cleaned himself up. Jarrell cleaned himself up. He's doing his thing, all that, and I'm happy for him. I hope he's in a good place physically and mentally because guess what? He's got a big fight with Andy Ruiz. And can Jarrell do it? Hey, Andy Ruiz, I'm gonna tell you something about Andy Ruiz. He got a check from Anthony Joshua, and it was over. Guess what left? Andy Ruiz left. He left. And I don't think he's back, bro.
Mm.
Because that was so much money he didn't know what to do with. He bought 1,000 Lamborghinis. He was chilling. I ain't a money counter, but shoot, I ain't see him fight hard like that in a while. So I can see an upset.
Mm.
I can see an upset from Jarrell just because Jarrell got long arms. He could take a punch as well. I don't know if they're doing any testing for both these fights, but if they're not doing testing, well, good luck to both these guys because they're gonna come in crazy, you know. If they are, then they're gonna come in healthy and fight well. But Jarrell got long arms. He could throw good jab. He throws very good combinations. If he hurts you, he goes for the kill as well. You know what I'm saying? But does he fall under pressure? Can he gas out? Yes, he can gas out. But will Ruiz be able to put that kind of pressure on Jarrell? You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be a real fun fight to see. This is going to be a real fun fight, and I'm actually happy that the fight is actually on Real season. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
And guess what? Guess what? Jared Anderson, whoever gets the best win, Jared Anderson or Jarrell, whoever, there should be like a thing of who takes the big baby name or something like that, right?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt. And then the co-main, which I think this is going to be a really good fight, and I don't think it's going to go 12 rounds, but Isaac Pitbull Cruz is going to be going up against Jose Valenzuela. This has a savage knockout written all over it. Either way, I think. I know that Cruz got a hard head, but I mean Valenzuela is no punk, man, and he could put together some punches and get him out. I saw him in the gym. He looked like he was in the best shape of his life for this fight. He's over there with Robert Garcia. You know, they have the best sparring, period. So I don't know. What you think?
You know, man, it's crazy how that, say when I come back, I can be around fighting both these guys, but like it's I know Venezuela, good kid. Focus when he's focused, he's on, man. When he's focused, he's on. He's a good fighter. He's got a lot of naturally gifted skills. He can punch. And you know what I'm saying? He's been hurt. He's been hurt, but he gets up. You know what I'm saying? If he can avoid getting hit flush from Pitbull Cruz, I could see an upset happening. That people would say an upset. It's not. It wouldn't be an upset in my eyes. But the only way. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The only way Pitbull Cruz wins this fight is by knockout. It's not. He's not beating Rayo by decision. He's not because I don't think if he does start beating Rayo, if he does start beating him, Rayo might not make it to the 12th round. You understand? If Pitbull Cruz is having success on almost anybody, they might not make it to the 12th round. You know, if it is a 12-round fight, is it a 12-round or a 10-round fight?
I think it's 12, but I could check. I thought it was a 12-round fight. Let me see. I'll tell you right now.
It should be a 12-round because this is a very good fight.
It is a 12-round fight. 12-round fight.
Yes. It's good. It's a good fight, man. It's a really good fight, bro. It's hard to choose. It's easy for on paper, like Pitbull Cruz, he went with Tank and all these, but you know what I'm saying? Does he have the same motivation? But Pitbull Cruz, he comes in with anybody hard. He does, but we gonna have to see, man. It's gonna be a real fun fight. I tell you, it's not gonna be a boring fight. It is definitely not gonna be a boring fight, but who knows, man? Ryo might pull it out. You never know. Or Pitbull Cruz just clips him. Oh, I want Tank. Rematch.
Yeah, and like with Pitbull, I feel like I don't know. He had a little bit like a certain level of like confidence, arrogance, a little bit about him after the Tank fight, and it's grown more and more to where he like really thinks highly of himself. And I don't know if that's gonna help him or hurt him.
Reason it can hurt him, bro. Because to be honest, man, he did a real good job. I remember I was one of the backups just in case. I weighed 135 out there, and I went to the fight. And bro, it was a great fight. And Tank put on a performance with almost one hand, and that's how you know Tank is a great fighter. He didn't even need to use his power. But yeah, Cruz, he's a one-trick pony that can fight his ass off, and he can go. Can that work against him? Yeah, because when you start thinking you're the shit, you know what I'm saying? You're not respectful to your opponents, don't shake hands, stuff. I get it, it's the fight game, do what you do. But he changed after that fight, and the reason why he changed is because he didn't get knocked out by Gervonta, and he went the distance with Gervonta and made it a little bit of a good fight. So I guess that makes him feel good because Gervonta is one of the best fighters in the world right now. So
yeah,
they can play against him though. Who knows?
Yeah. All right, and then we have the main event. All right, we're gonna get into this. First, I want to put out there the betting odds right now. They have
Go
Terrence
ahead. I
Crawford.
want to see this.
Yeah, they have Terrence Crawford at -700, with Madrimov at +475. They have Crawford TKO KO at -145, decision +200. They have Madrimov TKO KO at +900 and decision +1100. Now,
Oh
the
shit!
the f-
Wow, they have the decision plus 1100. Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so
Hey, wow.
the fight itself, you have Terrence Crawford, Madrimov. I don't like that people have been writing off Madrimov right
They
from
don't
the
know
start.
him because they don't know him. That's why. It's the only reason why. Because they don't know him. They don't know that he got Bivol ready to beat Canelo. They don't know these certain things about this guy. You understand? This is not an easy fight for Terence Crawford. And guess what? He himself knows that. Why you think Andre Ward was in camp with him? Why you think Andre Ward went into camp? He know this ain't no joke, bro. You moving up. You moving up. Andre Ward, he moved up. You know what I'm saying? And then from super middleweight to light heavyweight, bro. This is a serious fight for Terence Crawford, and he's not taking any games. You saw the way he was getting at Eddie Hearn, saying, "Oh, I beat Ricky Burns," all that. He's up. He's up. He's ready for it.
Yeah.
But the guy he's fighting is not a joke.
Yeah.
The guy he's fighting can pull an upset
And let,
because you're moving up, so punches are different now.
yeah.
But Terence Crawford, he's so smart, and his team is so great, and he's having a lot of knowledge around him that it's going to be hard to use that new weight class against him because he's getting the knowledge. He's just smart, bro. Terence Crawford's just a wizard in there, man. I'm telling you, he's like Kobe in there, bro. It's
Mm.
it's, it's scary.
And
Yeah.
let's talk about that because Madrimov, right? When I see Madrimov, he's got a whole bunch of things going on when he's fighting. He's moving his hands, he's moving his legs, he's moving his feet, he's moving his head, his body, back forth. Now, this is the thing. Something like that could rock you to sleep, right? It rocks you to sleep. It's got the little thing rocking you to sleep, and you're paying attention, then you get kind of bored, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get hit with that right hand. Um, I do like him when he does that, right? And that could potentially be a problem for Crawford. My only concern is that he keeps that he keeps that right hand. No, I'm sorry, the left hand low.
Left hand low.
He keeps the left hand low, and if Crawford starts in the southpaw stance, he could be pumping that right jab. And because Madrimov has like an open stance and he throws a lot of wide shots, Crawford could come right up the middle with a left uppercut or a straight left hand. What are some of your
Good
thoughts
shots.
on the fight itself? Like some of the dynamic, the pros and
Those are
cons
those
from
are
both
good.
guys.
Those are good shots that you're talking about. But I think if he's leaning in, Madrimov, he's gonna get hit with a vicious right hook, a short vicious right hook. If Terence Crawford is in that southpaw stance, but the uppercut is definitely gonna be there. And Terence Crawford, he relies big on his jab. Like you saw the way he was jabbing with Earl Spence, he had to change his jab with Earl. He wasn't jabbing the way he usually jab. He had to do a hard, stiff ass jab to Earl Spence, man. By the way, one of the greatest wholesome fights ever. And well, it was such a great fight, man. I don't care if it was a domination by Terence Crawford. They thought it was a great fight. But man, Madrimov, he's fucking good. But guess what? This is how it's gonna go. If Terence Crawford doesn't respect Madrimov power, if Madrimov cannot at least clip and hurt Terence Crawford, he's in for a long night. He's in for a very long night. The way that you can get Terence Crawford's respect and have a winning chance is if you can clip him, if you can hurt him. It's very hard to outbox this guy that is 12 rounds thinking at an all-time high. They talk about physical stamina, it's mental stamina in the ring. Do you have the mental stamina to be thinking and sitting there with Terence Bud Crawford for 12 rounds straight, 3 minutes? And even between rest and all that. Do you? That's hard, bro. That's really hard, man. But Madrimov, he's very good. But can he just hurt him? Can he clip him? Who knows? We don't know, but Terence Crawford,
Yeah.
his body gonna look good, man. I feel like his body's gonna look real good. But don't sleep on Madrimov. Ah, this is gonna be a good tester for
Yes.
Terence Crawford. I'll tell you that right now.
And I was watching the 40 days with Terence Crawford and Madrimov, and Crawford admitted that, that Spence fight was hard on him. He said that that weight cut was hard on him, hence making the decision to go up to 154, which I don't ever believe that he's going back to 147. So could this be the moment where he feels even that much more comfortable, which is a dangerous, even more dangerous thing for his opponent, being that he's at 154,
Yeah,
the weight cut isn't that steep. That's
yeah,
7 pounds, bro. Like that's a
yeah,
big deal.
yeah. It is. It is. And guess what? Terence Crawford's in the gym. Terence Crawford's in the gym sparring heavy guys. Terence Crawford's in the gym working out. Terence Crawford is in the gym fucking doing deadlifts, bro. Terence Crawford said something one time that I love. I'll never forget it. He said he deadlifted something. He said it's not about who looks stronger, who looks bigger. It's about who's stronger. Terence Crawford's that guy, bro. And this is gonna be a really good fight for him. But I believe he's gonna come out vicious. Like I'm talking about vicious. 154 might be his joint. Serious, man.
Yeah, and don't sleep on
like like
Madrimov.
like not to cut you off, like you
Yeah.
ever seen when Tommy Hearns fought 170, 147, and then when he moved to 154, the 160 when he's come on, man. We gonna see. It's gonna
And
be a
and
good fight.
and don't sleep on Madrimov, because I mean, not that I be staring at people's bodies, but he's got a solid foundation. His
He has
calves,
a very solid
legs,
physique. His
yeah,
core is might. His core
yes.
is mighty. Like he's there, bro.
And
So it's gonna be hard for Terence Crawford. It's gonna be a real good test for him, but don't sleep. You understand? This guy is coming to fight and he's coming to cause an upset and he's tranquilo, chill,
mhm.
because he's gonna bring it all out into the ring. I, I don't sleep on Terence Crawford's power, but if he does stop Madrimov, oh my gosh,
Yeah. You have
that
to,
is
yeah, you have to believe that if he stops Madrimov, oof. I mean, now you're talking about, now you've captured the imagination of the fans in saying, "Oh, but what can he do against Canelo Alvarez?"
yeah, but that fight never will happen.
No, it's gonna
But the
happen.
but the writers, the guys though, they want it. Saudi guys, they want it.
Yeah.
But would Canelo take it?
It's gonna be all about how he looks. Like if see, Canelo's mindset right now is, oh, he's just a small guy, whatever. But if Crawford, captures a junior middleweight title and stops a legit junior middleweight, ooh, now we're talking, we're having a different type of conversation, because even if the fight is for Canelo's 168-pound title, that doesn't mean that Crawford has to come in at 168.
No,
He,
no. These
he,
guys,
he'll,
listen,
he'll probably come in like at 164,
he's not
163.
dumb. These guys, yeah, he's gonna come in what he's comfortable at. He's not gonna come in bloated. He's not gonna come in sluggish. His trainers and his team and himself, they're smart, bro. Like they on. I don't care if they why he had two trainers. Like, well, guess where it got him? They're on, bro. And they do a lot of studying with their guys. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the way Javante Davis, the fact that he's disciplined now, real discipline now, he's letting his coaches, his two coaches, actually dictate stuff for him, and it's working out amazing for him. It's the same thing with Terence Crawford, bro.
Yeah, and with that tank thing, everybody underestimates and really overlooks how well Kenny Ellis game plans for them for that, because he's the
Yes, he
game
does.
plan guy, and he does
Yeah,
a hell of a job studying film to get Tank ready for those fights. So this is gonna be a great fight, man. And then
it
you
is,
got
man.
you got you got Eminem performing. So an added little bonus to it all.
You
I look,
gotta you gotta have Eminem. Wow. That's cool, man. They putting out money, man. Them checks gonna be crazy. I'll tell you
yeah.
that right now.
Turkey
It's gonna be a
LSG.
good card. It's a fun
Yes,
card.
yes, and I'll be there. I mean, I know that I'm probably one of the few, but I'll be there from the start. So I'll be there for the first fight, all the way to the end, because that's just how I roll when I go to cover these fights.
I like that.
Because I believe everybody deserves some shine, even if it's a guy that has 10 people in
Absolutely.
attendance. 10 people in attendance. So
Absolutely. Because you might see a diamond in the rough.
yeah,
You never know.
that's
Might see a
right.
diamond in the rough.
That's right.
You know?
So we'll see. I mean, Turkey Al Sheikh, he's saying that depending on how Crawford looks, they'll go right into negotiating with Canelo. But he said, I'm not dealing with no middleman though. It was like, as soon as I find out, like, if he's interested or not, I just want to deal with Canelo directly.
He can do it.
Yeah.
He can do it. These guys got money, man. Listen, man, they got money. They're doing fights that they want to see, and they're just getting their names out there and their clout and just having fun with the things that they do. Man, they don't care. They can afford all that, but at the same time, it's more of an ego thing. If Canelo
Mhm.
Alvarez says, "Nah, man, I want this and that," guess what? Them guys not gonna go down that way because it's an ego thing as well, not just for money. It's an ego thing. You
Mhm.
understand? Yeah, so
Yeah.
they'll shut things down. They'll shut it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
They might they'll put Benavidez versus Terence Crawford first before they'll put Canelo. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, they offered that fight to Benavidez. They did, but they
Yo,
told they
I'm telling you,
they
man.
a-
I'm
they
telling you,
asked they
bro.
asked Benavidez if he can make 160. He said, "Hell no." Yeah,
Yeah, but Terence Crawford could make 168.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, and you know what? That might be it. That might be the fight that gets Benavidez to come down, right? Like, why not? If
Hey,
they're going to pay him 15-20 million dollars, why not?
Tommy Hearns fought at light heavyweight. Why can't Terence?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
So, but listen, you kind of escaped away without giving a prediction on Crawford and Madrimov. So I'm putting you on the spot. Who's gonna win and how?
Oh man. Damn. You cool, bro. That ain't cool because I like Madrimov. He's a nice guy, but he he might do great for the whole fight and then get stopped in 9.
Mm,
He might really do great for the whole fight. He might hurt Terrence too, but Terrence gonna come in 9, maybe in 9.
mm.
And if it happens, anybody that's watching this, give me my money. You know what I'm saying? But if Madrimov pulls it off, respect to him because we can also see a giant upset as well. You
Yeah.
never know with these things. When they're in the ring, anything can happen, bro.
And
Straight
and
up.
and this is my thing. Like, I'm kind of a little nervous, not nervous, but if it goes to us to the decision and it's a close fight, you know, Madrimov is the house fighter, so to speak.
No,
Just I'm just saying. I'm just saying,
no.
like, it could happen. It could happen. And but I think what you said is spot on. I'm thinking if a Crawford late stoppage like 10 through 12, like rounds 10, 11, or maybe even the
Because
last
nothing
one.
ain't happening. Nothing. Only thing is happening early is people getting hurt early. But
Yeah.
no, no. This fight is not getting stopped early. No, no question.
And you know what? I think that early in the fight, I think Madrimov catches Crawford with a flash knockdown.
It can happen, bro. That's what I'm saying. But Terrence Crawford is gonna get up
Uh-huh.
and start whooping the ass.
Mm-hmm.
With the chancleta to the ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if Madrimov catches him, he's gonna have to capitalize on that and try to jump right back on him. Because but Terrence, man, when he's hurt, he knows what to do. He'll grab you and everything. You saw Floyd Mayweather when he got hurt by Mosley, Terrence Crawford has that IQ too when he's hurt as well, except he likes to fight a lot
And
more than
and
Floyd.
one thing I didn't bring up before, but it's outside. So, like, have you ever fought outside?
Yes, yes, I have fought outside. It's a different feeling.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask
It
you about
depends
that.
where you are. I fought outside in the Bronx as a kid in the amateurs. I fought outside in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of. I fought outside at the Cowboy Stadium. So my thing is when you head to the arena, the AC is on blast, bro. There's mist in the air. It's a little cold, so you have to keep bouncing all that stuff. If you're in LA, it might be a little humid. The air might be a little thicker. So they gonna have to they gotta have a lot of water on deck, a lot of controlled breathing, and really, really, because this is important. So, but Terence Crawford, he trains outside too. He's running up fucking mountains and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Madrimov, I don't know what he does, but he looks like he's always in shape. So
Well,
both these guys,
he trains in
they
India.
coming.
He trains in
Yeah,
India. Yeah.
yeah. So both these guys, they no matter where you put them, they're gonna go full blast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great fight. But for all the other guys, the most interesting fight that's gonna be outside is gonna be Andy Ruiz versus Miller because they're both big and that area is gonna be hot and everything. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be a tough one, man.
And that's the thing. So right now, the way it's been, the temperature out here has been during the day, it'll go up to almost 90, right? And then it'll be that hot all the way to
But what
about
time is that though? What time is that?
like between 12 and like 2 o'clock. But then right at 3 to 5, it'll be like 80 still, like 79. Now when the nighttime comes, it'll drop down to like 60 sometimes.
Okay, so now that you put it that way, okay. So when the nighttime comes, it's gonna be gym weather. That's gym temperature. Sorry, not gym weather, gym temperature. That's gonna be gym temperature. Just like that. Perfect. Just like that. It's not gonna be too hot for the undercard fighters. Yeah, they gonna rumble in that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But by that main event, it's gonna be nice, good weather for them.
Yeah.
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 And
Okay.
hopefully nobody goes from a parachute going into the ring and all that,
I know it. I hope not. I hope not. Oh man, listen, Zach, I appreciate your time. It was good
You
chatting
already
up
know,
with you,
man.
man. And
Good time with you, Ed. You already
yeah,
know, man.
yeah, man.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
No doubt. Let's see what happens Saturday. I'll give you the report. We circle back. Let you
Yeah,
know
we're gonna circle back.
any of the festivities, any of the any of the adult film stars that are caught out there doing the nasty in the bleachers or something.
Absolutely.
I'll
Those are
let you
our
know.
favorite. The adult film stars, they're just our favorite. Hey, God bless America. You know?
All right, man. Well, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
It's the Boxing Rush Hour Show.